Hello everyone, I hope you are doing well. This is the 37th video of Hai Yang's Practice Proverb series. All of those proverbs are my original creations meant to preserve training knowledge in a proverb format for the benefit of present and future generations of practitioners. If you are new to this channel, please take some time to check out my content. You will find a lot of useful information about internal style martial arts and Xiudao practice. Following the same structure as in previous weeks, I will answer questions about last week's proverb and then move on to the new one. So, let's recap last week's proverb first. It was 八卦掌之寇部，大多身法下沉，以刚变柔，乃为真意。Translation: The 寇部 or inward turning stepping of 八卦 mostly requires the body to sink downward, transforming the martial energy from a state of hardness or strengthened structure to a softness or relaxed state. That is the real meaning of this practice. End translation. Now, let me answer a question asked by our community members. Eric Potter says, quote, "Is this only for Cheng style? Cause my untrained and alcoholic eyes tells me Liang style doesn't do this," taking Di Guoyong as the example. Eric Potter is a long-term community member, but with the unique personality. He sometimes asks very intriguing questions, which puts me in a dilemma. So, I only answer those questions which the community may find useful, such as today's question, and ignore the rest. Today's question is a bit sensitive. Nonetheless, let me try to give a politically correct answer. Liang style 八卦, one of the popular styles of 八卦, follows the same principle as Cheng style and other styles in this aspect. Any individual cannot fully represent a style if that individual's practice does not reflect the style's principles. Di Guoyong is a good teacher. I have known him in person for more than 2 decades now. I know of his 形意, but not about his 八卦. So I still follow my principle of not commenting on other teachers' practice unless I know that person's practice very well. Mr. Di is a very nice person, and his practice is at a professional level. I really do not want to comment more. Eric, please forget your experience with your former teacher. I'm not in a position to solve your personal conflict here. Please drink more tea and not so much alcohol. Also, drinking alcohol is fine, but alcoholic behavior is not. Now, let's move on to today's proverb. Today, I'd like to introduce Tai Chi Flavour, a popular term used to describe Tai Chi Flavour. And today's proverb is based on this term. Very often, we come across a situation where a Tai Chi practitioner can practice the form very well. However, people may say, well, the practice is good, but it just lacks Tai Chi Flavour or Tai Chi Flavour. The term Tai Chi Flavour or Tai Chi Flavour is the comparatively new term that only has about a few decades worth of history. This term is not that popular in public since it is not that easy to define in the first place. However, expert level practitioners understand the meaning of this term and use it when judging a practice. A practitioner would feel so embarrassed if others commented on their practice lack of Tai Chi Flavour. I don't think it is necessary for you to feel the same level of frustration if someone comments on your practice with the message of lack of Tai Chi word. But we should know how to improve it. So today's proverb will introduce some concepts related to the term Tai Chi word. So today's proverb is 太极拳强调一个味字，遵太极之法，乃可有此境界，乃武学与美学之结合也。There are 5 sentences organized into 3 parts. I will translate the Chinese version word by word and then introduce the English version. Also, I hope you will pay attention to this Chinese version of terms so you can use them in communication in the future. The first part, 太极拳强调一个味字。太极拳 means the style Tai Chi. 强调 means emphasize. 一个 means the. 味 means flavor. 字 means word, term. Put together, it means in Tai Chi practice, people emphasize the concept of Tai Chi flavor or way. Then, what is the Tai Chi flavor? Well, it is the unique characteristics of a Tai Chi practice, including its motion, texture, and elegant subtlety. It is the classical concept in Chinese aesthetics, which is based on Chinese philosophy but is priced in simple terms. Traditionally, people used the term 神韵 or to express it, which means spirit and charm, used to describe the artistic appeal of an art. So, how do you achieve it? That brings us to the next part. The second part, 遵太极之法，乃可有此境界。遵 means following, 太极 means Tai Chi, 知 means of, 法 means principle, 才可 means so that, 有此 means have this, 境界 means level, state. Put together, it means one has to follow the Tai Chi principle in order to achieve this level. Based on my decades of training and teaching experience, it requires a practitioner to focus on the inner energy flow and express it externally through motions. So, what does the approach entail? That brings us to the next part. The third part, 乃武学与美学之结合也。乃 means just is, 武学 means martial study, 与 means and, 美学 means aesthetic study, 知 means of, 结合 means integration. Put together, it means this approach is the integration of martial practice and aesthetic study. So, this proverb introduces the term 太极味 or Tai Chi Flavour, which is an elegant term but unfortunately not popular at all since it is only used on a small scale by high-level practitioners. My proverb aims to not only explain this term but also point out a solution to achieve it. So, how do you achieve it? Well, there are 3 steps that the practitioner should follow. First, watch and observe how a good Tai Chi practitioner moves. Then practice correctly according to Tai Chi principles. Then reflect on both your own practice as well as your observation of a good practitioner's demonstration. I can only explain this concept so much in this short video. I will try to go in depth in a future video. Before we conclude today's video, let me show you 2 demonstrations that I made recently. I called them my casual practice. The first one is a Tai Chi demonstration. Please pay attention to its overall motion. Then the second one is the close range demonstration in a sitting posture. Please pay attention to the body motion. These two clips can further explain the concept of Tai Chi flavor. Sometimes people ask me, how do I practice daily? This is an example. Today, a former student visits me. My son joined the conversation. The topics between them were not that interesting to me, so I just sat there and practiced some random movements while listening to their conversation. Now, let's recap this proverb. Tai Chi practice emphasizes the term Tai Chi word or Tai Chi flavor, which can only be achieved through following Tai Chi principles to reach such a level. It is an integration of martial practice and aesthetic study. That brings us to the end of today's video. I hope you all found this proverb and explanation informative. And I hope it benefits your practice. Please post your questions about this proverb in the comment section. I will answer them for you in the first part of next week's video. Thanks for watching, see you next time, and enjoy your practice.